Hello and welcome to my little world. So this week I worked on the doors and windows of my brick townhouse. I'm continuing to work on that and get the exterior done. And I also added a little bit of grass to the tea room and rearranged things over there a little bit. So you can see my process this week, and it will be continuing on to next week. So I hope you enjoy it, and hello to Yumika and Tora-chan, and thank you for coming to visit today. Let's see what I've been doing. Here's the window as it appeared last week with the almondine color on the sticky vinyl and the curtains. And so this week I'm putting Mod Podge, it's the matte Mod Podge, on top of those, and then attaching some cellophane that I just cut out from some packaging, and then I smooth it using a credit card. And so here are the arched doorways, and you can see that this cellophane is quite wrinkled. Some of it was smooth and some of it was wrinkled, but I don't mind that. It stuck pretty well to the Mod Podge, and the wrinkles just give it a little bit of character, I think. So I'm doing the panels on the side. And the other side. And attaching the cellophane. So here they are, and some of the cellophane was wrinkled, but I don't mind that because I like how it catches the light and makes them look like windows. And with the Mod Podge, the wrinkles are not that bad because they stuck pretty well to the Mod Podge, and I was able to iron some of them out with my card. So on this window you can see I've put some dividers in. I have this thin white vinyl tape that I was trying on it, but I think I'm going to go with black because there are black accents on the other tall buildings here, and so I think black will look better. So I have to go get that because I don't have any more of that. But I'm going to do that, and I'm happy with these. This is the poster board that I'm using for the windows and door on the brick townhouse, and as you can see, it has a grid on it. It's a white on white kind of thing, so it's not that easy to see once you've put it up somewhere, but it does help with cutting it. It's been very useful to help me cut straight lines. So I ended up cutting out strips of this white poster board that I have, which is what I used for the design at the base of the house. I added the black dividers onto the windows, and then I used tacky glue to glue all the strips on to make the outsides of the windows. Then I added strips of 1/8" black tape to outline everything. And I think I like the black and white together. I ended up not using the washi tape because it wasn't the right color, and I felt like the white would look better. So I've been doing some experimenting this morning. I drew some squares on the doors and surrounded them with brown washi tape, and then I cut out 2 arches of the vinyl adhesive, and I put them on and surrounded them with the washi tape. You can see up at the top I cut little snips to get the washi tape to curve around at the top. And where the washi tape starts to come up, I just put a little bit of Mod Podge or tacky glue under it to help keep it down, because sometimes it starts to come up a little bit. And then I had bought these pretty designs at Hobby Lobby. I was just looking for some like printed white designs, but they didn't have anything like that. They just had these rhinestone kind of things. So I liked the design and I thought they were pretty, and I thought I would try them on my front door. So as you can see, it's pink underneath them. So what I did is, and again, I'm just experimenting and trying things to see what happens. And so I put some Mod Podge on the vinyl, and then I just attached these designs on top of it, still attached to the plastic that they came on. So I thought the plastic would give the same sort of reflective quality as the cellophane on the windows and make it look shiny. But where the plastic ends, you can see that it's turning pink. And so this vinyl is called Opal, and it has like green and pink colors in it that kind of show up. And so what has happened is that the Mod Podge, as it dries, is revealing the pink that's on the vinyl. So it's very weird because it's a very modern looking thing, and I've just been trying to figure out what to do with it. On the windows, I just painted it over, and I don't think I'm going to leave this pink. I'm going to wait till it dries, and then I'm going to see it. You can see as I move the camera that it turns green and then it turns pink. So, you know, it has different reflections in the light. Not exactly Victorian looking, but I'm probably going to end up putting some paint on top of it. But first I need to wait and see what happens when the Mod Podge underneath the plastic and the designs dries, and whether those change color as well, or whether they stay white like they look now. I think they only look white now because the Mod Podge isn't dry. So I'm just taking you along on this journey of exploration, and we will see what happens. Tea break. I made shutters for the sides of the windows by cutting out the pieces from the white poster board and then adding some brown washi tape to it, and also added some shapes to the tops of the windows. I also added some black vinyl cutouts to the white decorative pieces above the door. I made this wrought iron gate. I say wrought iron, but it's plastic. Using these pieces that I have used as fencing, and I used them on the stairs over here. And so what I did was I took one of the pieces that has four parts to it, and I cut it in half, and I put one on top of the other, and then I just cobbled it all together, it's really I kind of have to laugh at myself the way I put this together, because I just kept slapping black tape and glue and screws and pieces of hardware and wood pieces to strengthen it. There's a wood piece on this side and a metal piece over here, and they're painted black, so it's kind of hard to see here, but these are just some like popsicle sticks or tongue depressors that I cut in half, and I just kept sticking stuff on it until I got it sturdy enough to stand up. And so I wanted to put it over in front of the church, and I had actually had it down on the floor when I had the bakery and the toy shop over there, and there was a little space that it fit perfectly. But when I moved everything around and put the church facade over there, I tried putting the gate up there, and it doesn't cover the space right, and it looked cluttered and it didn't look good. So I just found a spot over here where I thought it looked good. And so now it's the entrance to the tea garden, and it seems to fit this space well. And so what I've done also is I have added another green grass mat over here. And so I've just kind of rearranged the tea garden, and we have Babs over here, and this other young lady in yellow. And so I moved the table and chairs out onto the lawn out here, and I put a little tree in the background, and there's another little bush that I had over here. There's one that matches it here, and I just have those in a couple of little green plastic cups. And then I just rearranged the goodies back here, the little dresser that has the tea service on it, and the tables that have brownies and cinnamon rolls on them, and the little basket with strawberry cakes on it. So I've just kind of rearranged things to take up the space a little bit better here, now that I have this space between the tea garden and the bakery next door. And then they can go right up the steps to the bakery and the toy store here. So I like how I've arranged this space. And so now we have part of the tea garden that's under a roof and part of it that's outside. So I have a tiny little update on the Victorian apartment building this week, and that is that I got this new chest to go in the Posh family's living room, and I like it because it's red and it goes with some of the other red furniture in the room. I saw it on Temu and I just thought it was really pretty and would go nice in this room, so I've arranged it with the clock on top of it and some little decorative things, and I have this sweet little porcelain tiny figurine playing the violin, and I put the books on there. And then the piece that I had back there before, I've just put over to the side here. I also have two new cats. One is this little jewel here, and the other I have put into Grandma Mouse's house, and it's this little cat necklace that's sitting in her chair. Isn't that cute? And then here's this little gold wishing well that I put in the bathroom, and it actually works. The little handle goes around and around. It's so tiny. And all of these things came from somebody's jewelry collection. I also rearranged a few things in the bathroom. I had made this little table over here, but I bought the table that's inside it. And so I rearranged the towels and jars and things on top of it. I also got the little mirror that's standing on it. And then I put 2 of the jars back here on the toilet. And there was a little silver vanity set that came with that oval mirror that I bought, so I put them in Mama Bunny's room. So here are the windows and door for now. I'm continuing to work on them. For now, I'm going to leave the pink behind the windows in the door. I kind of like it, and what I tend to do when I make things is I live with them for a while and I see whether I like them or whether I want to change them. I added some gray to the white things over the windows and also on the bottoms of them because I felt like they were looking too bright white. But I'm not sure that I like them, so I'm going to have to think about that. These down here don't have as much color on them. I may end up putting something over them if I don't like them. I can still paint the windows on the door if I don't like the pink, but I'm just going to kind of sit with this stuff and see what I like and what I don't this week, and I will continue to work on the facade of my brick townhouse. So thank you so much for coming to see it this week, and I will have more for you next week. Bye-bye.